My real plea is for men to have enough empathy to go see movies starring women. Because I've been asked to go see movies starring men my entire life, and happily have done so. And I don't know why men don't return the fucking favor.
There, are you happy now? Today's movie review is Disney's Cruella. Whee! Hello everyone, this is Kinzel2002 here. Today we're going to be doing another movie review, and that is Disney's Cruella, which is starring actress Emma Stone and other actresses in the movie. Emma Stone is the one that stand out to me. Just the rest, they look familiar, but but that's not the point. So this movie is based on the origin about Cruella, which she's based from another Disney classic called 101 Dalmatian, which sets a movie about 101 Dalmatians being chased after this Cruella villain in the original cartoon and then live action. I never watched the cartoon animated. I never even watched. I think I remember watching the live action movie, and like during the early 2000s as a kid, but honestly forgot about it. However, I watched, or yesterday I actually watched Cruella, and I gotta say, I actually want to point this out. When I first heard about this, I wasn't really that excited because I thought it was just gonna be like another Disney movie that's just gonna flop, just like other like live action Disney's. But no, honestly, this was a really good one. I actually liked this, and past me, how dare you? This was a really good movie. You should have been excited for this right in the beginning. It's not that I wanted to watch it, it's because my dad wanted to see it, so I was like, okay, I keep telling him I always want to watch these movies. I'll let my dad to see what movie he wants to watch. And, Emma Stone's Cruella. So, and also this will get to some heavy spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the movie, click off right now. I'll give you 10 seconds as the timer kicks in. Just 5 seconds left. Alright, you good? Alright, let's get to spoilers and reviews. Shit, I kind of messed up my hair a bit. No, it's fine. So then we're introduced with Cruella, who was actually born with black and white hair, because in the cartoons she was always depicted as an old lady with black and white hair, which we all thought it was just her getting old, but it turns out she was born with it. So we cut to like few days later, where her mom is taking her to this mansion where she needs to talk to someone for help. But like every little girl does, by breaking their promise, she enters the mansion, and she always assumes that she feels home because she loves designers. And then she was being chased by Dalmatians. However, when she went outside, the Dalmatians start going after the mom and then hit her right in the cliff. I'm like, so after that happens, her mom getting killed by the Dalmatian dogs, she decides to run away like every other cliche kid character which would do when their parents die or they're trying to run away from their parents. That's when she meets other two kids that pretty much are thieves. They rob other people's wallets, just like old England did. However, that's when they start bringing her in, or like they didn't want to bring her in. She was also a fugitive like them, so she had no choice to go with them. So, that's when the whole story builds up that, that's when they kind of took her in with them. And yeah, they also become the main characters of the movie. So, a few years later, around the 70s, because, everything has like a 70s style, so I'm assuming it's the 70s, and also they use the music. like I said, I'll get to it later. Their jobs were mostly just, robbing other people, making their own business, which was like false business. However, one of the male main characters actually helps Cruella, or actually her name in the beginning actually goes by Stella, I think, and actually helps her get a job of working as a designer. However, turns out she's first working as like a as like a janitor instead of like designing. However, one day that's when she decides to make a designer dress like when the store was closed. Then many people were seeing it like, oh my god, like what the hell. And however, that's when one of the main villain, which it's I forgot her name. I'm gonna call her um, old old lady, bad old lady there, a bad old lady. So the female villain just hired Stella for the dress that she made, but that's when we get to know her character, and her character is just being a dick to everyone. That's it. Just period. Being a dick to everyone. That's all. So the next scene, or like a few scenes later, that's when Stella and evil Karen start having this conversation, which I forgot the conversation about. But that's when she noticed that the evil Karen has a necklace which originally belonged to her. Which I forgot to mention in the beginning that her mom actually gave her that necklace, which I mean it was for hers to keep, but she accidentally lost it. So now evil Karen has it, which if you pay attention, that's actually going to be like the main focus of the movie if you actually just pay attention to it. However, but then the evil Karen says that oh, some lady that I work with, she stole it from me. And so then that's when Stella decides to have this plan with the other two guys to try to break in the mansion or this ballroom to like try to steal the necklace, or not to steal it but take it back. That's when she gives like her signature look, the black and white hair, and yeah, it's actually kind of cool. It's really cool. Cruella is actually using that as like as a distraction while the other two are trying to break in to take back the necklace. And then one scene where she blows a dog whistle to like go after Cruella. That's when she gets a flashback and realizes that's the same noise that she heard during the death of her mother. But then, so then now it's revealed that all these years of her blaming herself about her mom's death, it turns out the evil Karen is the one that killed her because of the dog whistle. So, great plot twist. I mean, there's actually two plot twists. There's this, and then the last one, which I'm actually going to explain later on. So we get a montage of like whenever this evil Karen is trying to get like her spotlight, her spotlight is literally just being taken by Cruella. Like every time she's always in these like these red carpets, she's always there. Like she's always blocking her spotlight, which I think that was actually kind of cool. And so there's this one scene where evil Karen tries to kill Cruella, which I mean, try to light the whole house on fire, but ends up being saved by one of the evil Karen's bodyguards or butler. I don't fucking know. I guess the same. I guess actually helps out Cruella, and it turns out the plot twist was that Cruella is actually the daughter of the evil Karen. Main plot twist, I guess. Which well, the first time I gotta say it was actually a really cool plot twist. Not the biggest plot twist like the movie Us, but it was actually a really good plot twist. And it's funny because when I actually when because when I was actually watching that scene, like all recognizing that the birth certificate was actually the mom was actually that she's the daughter of the mom. I'm like, this kind of gives me some Joker vibes. But just like I feel like this movie did take some inspirationals from Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I mean, they probably did. Just a woman. They just had a woman. So after the big plot twist, that's when Cruella starts to like get tries to bail his two friends out of jail. However, the friends were kind of like being a bit distant to her because throughout the movie, or I forgot to mention that Cruella is this alternate ego that she starts creating, but she was getting too lost in her ego, which kind of relatable, I guess. And then we get to the main climax where everyone is invited to the evil Karen's uh, mansion, which was the place that Corilla's adopted mother died, which was revealed. Everyone was dressed as Cruella, so I mean that was like a way to like hide herself with everyone. But she decides to do the same thing, go out in the same direction where her mom was being killed. So it was actually kind of cool how everyone was like invited outside without the evil Karen knowing, and then she's acting all innocent, like, oh, give me a hug. So but then she actually pushes her, and then she literally tries to fake that she was trying to kill her, but she killed her try to when trying to defend herself, but everyone saw that she murdered someone, right? Hey, I guess that happens in real life. Well, that was my spoilers section. I know I wasn't good at explaining it. I'm sorry. I have very terrible speech problems because I'm an Asperger. However, let's get to the movie review. Okay, cinematography. It was actually really good. I actually love the cinematography. There are some times where the camera kind of shakes, like someone's recording it, but there's times where it's actually a well still shot. Like I actually like that's what I love about movies that that feel like a movie, not a camera kind of shaking too much. This movie kind of has some camera shots that did shake, but not too much. Okay, the soundtrack, the score. I'm like, this is actually I actually like the score around here. I haven't searched up the person who made the score, but I actually love the score. Like I like how the score builds up the intention. Like honestly, at the theater when I watched this yesterday at the theater, when the score was rising, my heart was like beating very fast. Like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? You know. And the song choices. Oh yeah, I love the song choices they choose the '70s style. Like for one, I think yeah, there's like many few. I forgot their names, but I actually love like the '70s song choices they put. It matches like the tone of like the setting. You know, especially like since I'm a guy who loves like classic songs, even rock music. I oh yeah, even in the score, I do like how it had like its rock, kind of like its guitar uh score in the movie. You know, yay. Oh yeah, I did forgot to mention that what I love about this movie is that since it was starting with a female actress, female empowerment, we all want that nowadays. We just want more diversity. I like this. I like how this movie did not force an agenda, like any political agenda. I actually heard a well complete origin story. So, hey, Elizabeth Banks, if you're watching this, if you want people to watch your movie, please don't force your political agenda on people. Don't force them to watch your movie. Don't blame them for not watching your movie. Just make a good written story. And also make sure, pick a franchise that everyone loves. I mean, I don't think no one's not going to watch Charlie's Angels. Does anyone even know about Charlie's Angels? I don't even think anyone fucking talks about that shit, you know. The only reason I'm bringing up this is because I mean, for an example, Cruella, like I said, it didn't force any agenda on it. It just told us a good story. But now Elizabeth Banks, on the other hand, wants to force her agenda to everyone. Oh, we need men to watch female empowerment movies because I've been told that I need to watch movies starting with men. Men did not tell you to watch this movie because it's starting with men. They're telling you to watch this movie because it's fucking awesome. Okay, for God's sakes, there's Spider Man. Yeah, it's a guy, but it's not the point. It's the point that it's awesome. It's awesome. We want you to watch it because there's Spider Man. I was actually a bit surprised because honestly, I kind of get tired of Disney movies. Well, except when it's maybe Marvel. They're Phase 4. I'm not really interested in that much. Except Pixar. That's when I'm mostly interested on Pixar. But I'm kind of getting old, so I don't feel like I'm not gonna watch most of Pixar films. But Cruella may be my favorite Disney movie. Honestly, I like how it gives it like a goth like vibe to the movie, and like I said before in my old video, old video, no, like I wasn't really that excited at first when I first heard about it, but you know, hey, shame on old me. You should have been excited for this movie. So, what do I think? Well, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. However, Cruella is a really good movie. I highly recommend you do watch it on in the movie theater or if you have Disney Plus, That's going to be my today's movie review. So like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon up there. My Instagram name is Godzilla World. This is Keenzilla 2002 here, and as always,
Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to go fuck your mother.